Hash a 3 degrees C world, the chilling reality and the booming air conditioning market. The world is hurtling towards a catastrophic future. Reports from leading Wall Street financial institutions paint a stark picture. The Paris Agreement, the landmark accord aiming to limit global temperature increases, is effectively defunct. The implications are terrifying, yet for some, lucrative. Morgan Stanley, J.P. Morgan Chase, and the Institute of International Finance, pillars of the global financial system, concur. We're on a trajectory towards a 3 degrees C warmer world. This isn't mere speculation. It's a chilling prognosis based on current emission trends and a lack of meaningful global action. A 3 degrees C increase above pre-industrial levels represents a world drastically different from the one we inhabit today. Imagine a world ravaged by unprecedented heat waves, devastating floods, and widespread economic upheaval. A world where climate refugees are not a hypothetical concern, but a stark reality. The consequences would be catastrophic, reshaping societies and economies in unimaginable ways. Coastal communities would face inundation, agricultural yields would plummet, and the very fabric of our ecosystems would fray. The human cost would be immeasurable. Yet within this grim forecast lies a perverse irony: a burgeoning market for air conditioning. Morgan Stanley's analysis projects a 41% surge in the global air conditioning market by the end of this decade, reaching a staggering $331 billion. The sheer scale of this projected growth highlights the devastating reality of our warming planet. The increased frequency and intensity of heat waves, directly linked to global heating, will create a massive demand for cooling solutions, creating a windfall for companies specializing in air conditioning systems. The report identifies dozens of companies poised to profit from this climate-induced crisis, transforming a global emergency into a lucrative business opportunity. This chilling reality underscores the profound disconnect between the urgency of the climate crisis and the short-term priorities of many global actors. The skepticism regarding climate targets extends beyond Wall Street. The United Nations, too, has openly acknowledged that the Paris Agreement's goals are wildly off track, largely due to persistently high greenhouse gas emissions. The return of Donald Trump to the U.S. presidency further exacerbates this situation. His dismissal of climate change as a giant hoax, coupled with his withdrawal from the Paris Agreement and his dismantling of environmental regulations, sends a devastatingly clear message. Climate action is not a priority for significant global players. The consequences of this inaction are far-reaching. Banks, previously demonstrating a degree of commitment to climate-conscious banking practices, are now scaling back their efforts. 6 of the largest U.S. banks, J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs, have all abandoned the Net Zero Banking Alliance, a significant setback in the global effort to align financial systems with climate goals. This decision, made amidst the unfolding climate crisis, raises serious questions about their commitment to a sustainable future. The warming planet is not just an environmental issue, it's a geopolitical one. The opening of previously ice-bound Arctic shipping routes and the exposure of valuable mineral resources due to melting ice are reshaping global power dynamics. The allure of these newly accessible resources, including potential territorial claims like Greenland, contributes to the reluctance to address the root cause of climate change. The most ambitious target of the Paris Agreement, limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees C, appears increasingly unattainable. Indeed, the world won't stay below 1.5 C of warming, largely because we're already there, stated a leading climate scientist, referring to the fact that 2023 marked the first year in which global temperatures exceeded 1.5 degrees C above pre-industrial levels. This stark reality underscores the urgency of the situation. We are no longer talking about a potential future. We are grappling with the present impacts of a changing climate. The projected growth of the air conditioning market, while economically significant for some, serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of inaction. It is a symptom of a deeper malaise, a failure of global leadership, and a prioritizing of short-term economic gains over long-term planetary health. The 3 degrees C world predicted by leading financial institutions is not a distant threat. It is the path we are currently on, a path paved with both profit and devastating consequences. The question is not whether this future will arrive, but how we will navigate its challenges and mitigate its worst impacts. The time for decisive action is now, before the consequences become irreversible.